The grandfather clock in the hall was the heart of our house. Its deep, unhurried tick-tock was the rhythm of our childhood, marking the slow, golden afternoons of summer. My sister, Eleanor, used to say it was counting our heartbeats. She was always saying things like that, small, strange, poetic things that made you stop and look at the world a little differently. Our favourite game was hide and seek, but a version only we played. The rules were simple. Stay inside the house, no matter what, and the seeker had to count to 100 by the grandfather clock. You had to press your ear to the warm, dark wood and listen to its slow, deliberate heart as you counted. 1 tick, 1 number. It felt like an eternity, long enough for a small girl to vanish completely. I remember the last time we played. It was late August, the air thick with the promise of a thunderstorm. The light slanting through the tall windows was heavy and orange. I was older, 12 to her 7, and growing tired of children's games. But she looked at me with those wide grey eyes, her hands clasped as if in prayer, and I couldn't say no. 1 last time, I sighed. Then I'm reading. She beamed a flash of summer lightning and was gone. I pressed my ear to the clock. The polished wood was cool against my cheek. I could hear the slow, heavy swing of the pendulum, the intricate dance of gears. Tick, 1, tock, 2. The house was already settling into a deep, listening silence. I closed my eyes, picturing her scurrying away, a flash of a blue dress, the soft patter of her bare feet on the worn Persian rugs. Under the stairs? No, too obvious. In the linen closet upstairs? She loved the smell of the cedar chests. Tick, 54. Tock, 55. A low rumble of thunder echoed from miles away. The air in the hall grew heavy, still. I felt a prickle on my neck, the strange feeling of being watched. But I knew it was just the portraits of our ancestors, their painted eyes following me from the walls. I kept counting. Tick, 99, tock, 100. Ready or not, I called out, my voice sounding small in the cavernous hall. Here I come! The silence that answered was different this time. It wasn't the playful, breathless silence of a hiding child. It was empty. The house felt bigger. The shadows in the corners deeper. I checked under the long mahogany dining table first, then behind the heavy velvet curtains in the drawing room that always smelled of my father's pipe smoke. Nothing. Upstairs, I pushed open the door to the linen closet. The scent of cedar and lavender was there, but she was not. I checked her room, her small bed neatly made, her collection of polished stones gleaming on the windowsill. The storm was closer now. The sky outside had turned a bruised purple. I called her name a little louder this time. Eleanor, game's over. Only the house answered with the groan of settling wood and the rising moan of the wind. An hour passed. My annoyance curdled into a cold, hard knot of fear in my stomach. I searched everywhere, in places logical and illogical. The dusty attic, with its shrouded furniture like a congress of ghosts. The damp, stone-walled cellar, where I'd never gone alone before. The house seemed to stretch around me, hallways elongating, rooms holding their breath as I entered and exhaling as I left. It was when I came back to the great hall, my heart hammering against my ribs, that I noticed it. The silence wasn't just the absence of my sister. The clock had stopped. The long, golden pendulum hung perfectly still behind its glass door. The steady heartbeat of the house was gone. I stared at its frozen face, the hands pointing to 4:13, the exact moment I had finished counting. My parents came home to find me sitting on the bottom stair shivering, though the air was humid and warm. The search that followed was a blur of unfamiliar faces, policemen with grin expressions, neighbours with useless platitudes. They searched the house, the gardens, the woods beyond. They found nothing. No broken window, no unlocked door. It was as if she had simply dissolved into the air. We moved away a year later. My mother couldn't bear the silence, the constant, oppressive stillness where the clock's ticking used to be. My father sold the house to a family who knew nothing of its story. I never went back. I am an old man now. My life has been a long, quiet affair, marked by an absence I could never name to anyone. I've lived in small, modern homes with digital clocks that chirp instead of chime. I have tried to forget the smell of beeswax and the feel of cool wood against my cheek. But you see, memory is a patient ghost. For the past few months, I have been hearing a sound in the quiet hours of the night. It's very faint, a soft, rhythmic tapping. At first, I thought it was the pipes in this old apartment building, or a branch against the window pane. But the sound is too regular, too deliberate. It comes from the walls, it seems. A soft, gentle knock. Tap, tap, tap. Like a secret code. Sometimes I think I can hear a whisper threaded through it. A thin, reedy sound. Like a voice trying to push through a great weight. A child's voice. I know now. I know what it is. I am an old man, and my mind may be failing, but my heart remembers everything. It remembers the rules. Stay inside the house, no matter what. She was always so good at following rules. She never would have left. She found a new hiding place that day. A place I never thought to look. A place no one would have. I see it now, clear as the day I lost her. The tall, dark cabinet of the grandfather clock. Its door just wide enough for a small girl to slip inside. A perfect, secret space. The knocking I hear is not in these walls. It's in the walls of my memory. It is the sound of my sister, Eleanor, playing the game. She has been waiting all these years, waiting for me to find her. The tapping gets a little louder each night. She is telling me I'm getting warmer.